What's up, YouTube? This is my second Infernity deck profile that I'll be posting for this format. It's another one of my fun thoughts. It's a fun build. It's very exciting to play, and when it does work out, it's an amazing combo that this deck can pull off. So first I'll go through the cards as usual, and then I'll explain what the combo is and how to side as well. I'll try to explain a little bit about how the siding progress works for this build, because it's very unorthodox. So first we have 3 Dark Greffers, a playset of the 3 Malicious, a playset of Archfiend, 1 Avenger, playset of Infernity Beetle, 1 Mirage, 2 Necromancers, and 2 Street Patrols. The basic spell cards, the limited ones, are Lord Darkness, 1 Book of Moon, Dark Hold. I played 3 Drag Downs, 1 Foolish Burial, a Launcher, 2 Instant Fusions, a Monster Gate, 3 MST, 1 for 1, and a Reinforcement. And then the traps are all the main necessary Infernity traps, 3 barriers and 3 breaks. The side deck consists of 2 Night Beam, a Twister, Bottomless, 2 Deck Devi, 1 Eradicator, 2 Goes in Match, 2 Heavy Slump, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Soul Drain. The extra consists of a Darkfire Dragon, Catastrophic Gaia Knight, we have 100 Eyes, Infernity Doom, Mistworm, Stardust, Stygian Sergeants, Hyper Librarian, 2 Void Ogre Dragons, and then the major exceeds that are going to be useful, like Diamond Dyer, Cowboy, Lavalva Chain, and Master Key Beetle, which I only really play because it's 2500 attack and it helps with Eradicator. So the major play in this deck is to use 2 Beetles and 2 Malicious that will come out of the deck to make 2 Void Ogre Dragons. You know, you can normal summon Beetle, tribute to bring out 2 more from the deck, and you remove that first Malicious from the grave. Either get it in there with Lavalva Chain, or get it in there with the Dark Greffer, or get it in there from your hand using Drag Down or Dark Greffer. And you keep bringing out these guys from the main deck, thinning out your deck by 4 overall, and you make 2 Void Ogre Dragons, which is overpowered as it is itself. Or you can make a Void Ogre and Stardust, whatever you want, or even Void Ogre and Infernity Doom. And then on top of that, you still have the other cards that were in your hand, and you set them all. So now you have 2 Void Ogre Dragons and maybe 1 Infernity somewhere with barriers and breaks. And it's amazing because you have all of that on top of the Launcher and the 1 for 1. So you know, you made all these synchros without even using Launcher, and now you get to use Launcher to make another synchro. And if you have 1 for 1 or Mirage in any way, that's another synchro. You really go off very strong. If you draw 2 Malicious in your hand, it's usually when you can possibly lose. You know, if you draw 2 Malicious, it's already bad because you can't really bring out 2 Malicious from the deck anymore. But if you do draw a Greffer, you can save yourself. Especially because if you have 2 Malicious in your hand, that means 1 is still in the deck, so you can still bring that Malicious out. The play is usually to be able to special summon Greffer. That really helps. If you could discard the Malicious to special summon Greffer, then you can normal summon the Beetle. Or if you have a really clogged hand, you can discard the Malicious to special summon Greffer, then get stuff into the grave, special summon Archfiend in some way, then normal summon the Beetle. Because Beetle is an insect, so it's not special summonable in many ways besides the Infernity stuff, but that's about it. Because you can't use Street Patrol to special summon Beetle, and that's the same issue I have with Malicious. Unlike Infernity Archer, which was special summonable with Street Patrol, because it's a fiend with 2000 attack, this guy is a warrior, and it doesn't quite work out. So that becomes an issue really fast. In the side deck, it's generally the same version of most decks that I have. Again, one of my favorites is the Heavy Slump, and I love getting Heavy Slump off, especially in this deck. Again, it's another version where you have to go off, and you really can't stop at most times. You know, when you activate Malicious, it has to bring out a Malicious, and if they chain Maxi to it, now that Malicious is very weak, it'll be killable. You know, so same thing with Beetle. You activate Beetle's effect, sure, you can stop, but then you don't have many traps in this deck, so it's very hard to keep them alive. I had to base most of the deck off of speed and cards that can help you get rid of cards from your hand. Earlier I had card destruction in this deck too, which was a great card to have. So it was painful to lose card destruction. That hurt. Another card I'm considering testing in this build is testing reasoning, because most people will always say 4, and you know that ends up working great for you, because besides Dark Greffer, all the other 4 stars do belong in the graveyard. It's fine. And if they say 4 and you don't pick up a 4, then that means it's something that's going to be great on the field, like a Beetle or a Malicious. Earlier I had this one time where I used Reasoning turn 1 and it brought out a Malicious, and there were still 2 in the deck and I had Beetle in my hand. So I was able to make 3 synchros. I had 2 Void Rover Dragons and the Doom Dragon, and then I set everything. Because I did it all with just 3 cards left in my hand. So it's very powerful. I love that there's 3 Malicious, and it's very, very fun. That's what I try to do with Infernities, because it's all I play, so I try not to get bored of the deck. And it's very easy to get bored of a deck if you keep playing the same build over and over. So to keep it entertaining, to keep it very fun, to keep my mind entertained, and keep thinking of new things, I just change up builds, try something very fun, and it's never something that's entirely horrible. This is probably going to be the deck that I will take into regionals on September 15th in New York. This format, because it's just very fun. I just want to have a good time, and I think it's going to be a great build. More than likely I will throw in the Reasonings because they do speed stuff up, but I still have to consider where to put them in. Lavalval Chain is very key also in this deck, so I kept the instant fusions because they also help you just use the fusion to make a fusion and tribute it for the Malicious if need be, and stuff like that. So I would definitely encourage you guys to, if you love Infernities, try it out, play it, see how you feel, and it will cause a lot of raging from your opponent too, and it'll definitely be very fun. So I hope you enjoyed this profile, and definitely let me know what you think. Thank you.